Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So in the last episode we got revenge for these. I hope that we picked the right faction, but I'm pretty sure Eustia is the ones that stole our ship the episode prior. So we came down and obliterated their city and killed their leader. And sadly, we did lose an absolute ton of value worth of stuff because one of the raiding groups that came in were taking stuff, like they wanted to steal what they could and flee. So we did end up losing a ton of valuable addiction purifier and just a handful of other stuff that I don't know because obviously they took it, so it's impossible to know. But we are going to be able to quick leave this place. I did obviously, like I said, do a quick check to make sure that it is possible, and it is. So what we're going to be doing to finish up this city is all we need to do is check all the buildings, that way they're uncovered, and leave. And we shouldn't have to do any hauling or any bullshit. But the big thing, we'd have to definitely check the buildings. We did lose one mercenary, which I guess isn't the worst thing. It happens. But on the plus side, there is a ridiculous 232,000 silver around for us. So even though we lost one mercenary and a ship, we got our money back. We got our monies back. So we need to check these buildings, which is going to be a real pain in the ass, but luckily that's mostly just for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a whole bunch of people to just walk into all these buildings, and we'll be back once I set this up. Okay, so I think that should end up getting most of the buildings explored, assuming everything went well. But that should be fine. So we're just gonna give them a minute to do a run through, and then we'll run back in a sec. And then all you guys are back here. We definitely want to repaint them back. Oh god, the game's thinking real hard about stuff again. And once we get back, we're gonna have to hang around base for a while because we got a ridiculous amount of stuff that we need to do. We got selling, we got to get rid of a whole lot of this armor because we don't need it. We're gonna sell off a bunch of weapons because we don't need them and they're just taking up room and we can't process them quick enough. So we need paint. We need paint. So what we'll do is grab that. We're gonna want them to be white and get them all back to how they were. That way everyone matches again. What's with these beds? They're all weird looking. I don't like that. Can that go away? It's just a blueprint. Yeah, blueprints get a little fucky once in a while. Blizzardo, you shouldn't be in here. Let's take a quick look to make sure... Oh god, I guess numbers isn't bad. Yeah, you guys are all supposed to be... Oh, it's constructors. Yeah, okay, so give me a sec. So we need construction to be high, and then you need to be unrestricted, right? Yes, it's unrestricted we want. So that's all of you guys. So yeah, sorry, Bozardo was allowed to do that. I just got mixed up. I thought it was only our constructors, but yeah, we'll get these beds finished up. So that's good. You guys obviously don't have much to do. So you guys should make quick work of this. I did do a search. Obviously, it doesn't, search the buildings that we can't see. But from the look of it, we didn't have any of the big 3 drugs or addiction purifier at all on the map through inventory. I would have showed it on camera, but because there's so many items, they had a little bit of a hard time with the game lagging like crazy. So it's not a big deal. And obviously a ton of area unveiling. So we'll not really look at our loot until we're about to leave. So you're done. You're free to go. So that should be the vast majority of these buildings. Yeah, you're still running all the way over there. Can you come to... I hate trying to get you to go through areas we can't see. Come into here. And that's most of it. We got a little bit over here. Hands, you're going into those, so that should be fine. You're all done, so you're free to go. I'd like to get these people not getting stuck, just standing there. This is not an exposed building. Can we get that deconstructed, please, so we can get into here? And you are... Oh, this is also not exposed, so we can get that deconstructed. Just come and get that dealt with. I know I could set it so they'll move them instead of deconstruction, but it's a little bit quicker this way. Can you come over... Sorry, my voice. Can you come over there? Wicked, you need to come up into there, into here. And then, I guess, come over there once you're done. You're free. You're coming down into this building. Good. But I'm pretty sure we have basically everything we need up in here done, so we'll set that. You're making your way through those. But other than that, that should be good. You check that, and then you're free. And then, ooh, medical room. This is where we might have some good stuff, and there isn't. Okay, so we got screwed on the big 3 drugs as much as I want them. So that was empty. Can you deconstruct that? And we'll check this room, and that should be, hey, Lazarus mech injectors. I guess that's not going to be the most useful thing for us. But I am curious what our overall silver amount now, you know, obviously once everything is explored, how much we're going to walk away with. I'm hoping probably, well, we had 230,000, so we should be at least 250 now. Obviously, it's not going to be as much of a gain. Oh, that's not bad. A lot of gold in. It's not that much. More stacks than anything. So is that everything explored? And we should be able to leave? No. Can you take a run through that, please? And everything else is looking good. We'll get everyone to go free in a sec. There are still a few people moving. I'd like them to all stop moving before we get them to do stuff. Yeah, we'll just get everyone to stop. So that way they'll go and do, well, whatever. And then we'll just do a quick check of the last couple rooms and we're good. You can go there. And then where else do we have? Oh god, I wish there was an easier way to see. Hey, can you and do those, please? And then that's it, I think. We can also do and allow all. Oh, there's a room right here. Hey, can you come over here? I know that you're sleeping, but we are basically done. And you can go back home to sleep. Because it's much nicer that way. I guess we're going to need... Oh, you come in there. We're going to need to get a ship down here. Get everyone except for one person out. Because obviously one... Actually, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this all out in one load. Because the ship doesn't actually hold that much. Depends on what we get, I guess. Because clothing and all that should be fine. The silver is going to be quite heavy. The gold, I guess the plasteel is going to be our biggest thing. We don't have to bring like wood or anything like that if we see them around. One thing we do want to check for, though, is the possibility of infinite chem fuel reactors. I'm not sure the best way to go about that. I guess, yeah, we could actually pick that up through the escape menu, too. So is that all the buildings? By the looks of it, we have just one more room to check. So we'll get our ship coming in. That way we can get the majority of the people out. So we'll launch that. It doesn't matter who, obviously. We gotta go check on your mom, make sure that she's part of the colony again. But that can head down. We'll get everyone out of here. And we can just land that right here. Should be fine. So your mom, where are you at? Okay, so you've already come back. Beautiful. And we're going to have to get rid of all their excess weapons, because we don't want them with all that. Look at how messy this is, too. So then that should be good. We'll get this last room checked, get everyone except for one person out. Yep, you're free to go. Everyone else should be free to go. And then we'll get them all in and out of here. And obviously, we aren't going to bring back the corpse, although we're going to want to loot the armor, which I guess we're going to loot the armor as part of our loot anyways. So it'll all work out. So silver-wise, the profit, oh my god, look at all the plasteel. 4,500, how much? 2,600, obviously we're going to do a full count once we get everything loaded up, but there's a few goodies. 278,000 silver. And that would bring us, we're getting close. That plus a few sales and we have $1 million. Yeah, and then we can start our vault. Get this ship out of here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, ship. There you are. Let's get everyone out of here. Okay, so we need one person. Are we gonna need more than... It really depends on the loot, and I know that there's a lot. We'll leave 2 people. Because we might need to pick them up in 2 different loads. Because if it's all one... it's going to be a nightmare for us to try to make work. So that's everyone, and we'll leave... because it doesn't really matter who. So we'll just leave you 2. And that's 2,700 capacity. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's quite a lot of weight there. So all of you will get up and leave. And then we should be able to just pop out of here real easy. Should be able to, being the keyword. And... can we get that unstuck, please? Thank you. The last time that we had the circle stuck on the screen, I didn't notice it the whole episode somehow, and people you guys weren't so happy about it. That's fine, it happens. Okay, and then can we get out of here, please? I'm gonna be pissed if it's like all of a sudden, oh, there's an enemy up, because there is a possibility we could end up with an enemy up. So that's all of them, except for obviously the 2. So you guys can go back home, and we got to get the ship back down this way. Yeah, it should be fine right there. And that ship's not built yet, right? No. They'll get to it. They're working on it. It's almost payment time too. Obviously, this season we turned a really good profit. Oh, we got starvation. Clark. So fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at that. It's just trivial. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I'm really bad at forgetting about that. Okay, but that should be good. So then we should just be able to get you guys the lead way. Okay, there's only 2. I saw that circle. I was like, why is there 3? So in theory, get that to land, make sure there's no weirdness. In theory, we should be able to reload people. And then I gotta go and do all of this and wow. So we got 5,000 pemmican. Actually a pretty good amount of food here in terms of just all of it. Look at it all. Holy hell. So our fridge is probably going to be overflowed. We got ourselves another 2,400 chem fuel, obviously not really valuable to us. A handful of nutrient, not as much as we've had in other places. Same with components and advanced components. But there is quite a bit of textiles because there was some textiles traders there. It's not really a whole lot of anyone in particular, just like a good spread overall. So that will be good for when we actually get the vault made up and we'll stick it all in there until we, at a later point, have the ability to use them. Drug-wise, so yeah, we definitely didn't get any of the big 3 and we lost the addiction purifier. That really sucks, but what can you do, I guess? We got another 100 anti-grain warheads though. We will leave this steel because it's just going to be too heavy to be worth bringing. We might want to leave the uranium and plasteel too. What we're looking at, we got to stay, if we can, under 15,000 capacity, which is looking pretty good overall. We won't bring blocks, obviously, because we don't need them. And we got 2 power cells, another tech prop persona core. That's good, actually, because it'll save us 10,000 research. 2 Lazarus mech injectors isn't too bad, I guess. Not that we're using Lucy anyway, because that's a Lucy cure. No, it's a cure mech injector. Oh, these are kind of like Troll's Blood, but a limited version of it. So I guess that's also not very useful, but it's got some value. Not actually a lot. Either way, we're taking it. Artistic and intellectual neurotrainer's not bad. Got a handful of pulsar-related things. We'll see if we could take statues. And then, obviously, I got to go through this myself. But what are we looking at for bionics? Not much. Another joy wire. I guess that's not super useful. We got an architect leg. That's definitely good. And weapon-wise, obviously, we don't really care about the weapons. They're not going to be of any real value. Got a bunch of everything. But armor. So, armor, we're going to make a lot of money selling all of our excess armor. When it comes to the power armor body, there's so much clothing here. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. 10 shield belts. But it looks like all the armor is mostly single stack. And we got a whole pile down here too. Some samurai armor, good, we can take those. And then obviously there's going to be more helmets than there is anything else. Because, oh no, not really. And then, is this going to be too heavy? That's 10,000. 278,555 silver. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And did we get an infinite chem fuel reactor? Oh, that would be somewhere. I'm going to have to look through this. But that's basically our loot, so I'm going to go and get everything all selected, and we'll get out of here. Alright, so that's everything set up, and we actually still had enough capacity to take the steel as well, and still have a little bit of extra. So we're not going to want to take you, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that anyway. You're actually not too bad there. Beautiful, slothful. You know what? Let's take you as well, and if you survive, you survive. So that should be all right. Now, having two people didn't really make a difference anyways, but that should be good, and we got everything, so we should be able to accept. Beautiful. So now all we have to do is get a ship down there, pick them up, and come back home, which should go fairly well overall. And I was worried about the whole item limit because there is obviously a limit of how many items around the ship. It's 512, if I remember correctly. But that shouldn't be a problem because it's all going to stay on their inventory. So we'll just have to manually drop it all. But that's much better than having to try to figure out how to multi-launch this. But yeah, can you get off that, please? Okay, and then we need a person. And I guess it doesn't really matter who, but yeah, Celia, you're light, so that should be fine. We definitely have to have a person on this or else we lose the ship when we land it. That's fine. So then you're good. Let's get you to come down, pick up everyone else. Forum caravan should be fine. Then all we have to do is get that landed, merge them, send it back. Obviously, we're going to send it back to... oh god. What's the game's... Oh, there it goes. Trade. 7,000 more. Good. Oh man, we're going to have $1 million. Probably not today. It's going to take a couple episodes to get everything cleaned up. But we could essentially start the vault at any time. Sadly, we are going to end up spending a ton of cash when it's time to pay. But we should still walk away with $1 million by the time we're done all this. Either way, you guys need to merge. And that is 70,000 kilograms. What happened? We're still good to launch? Does that just include the ship's weight? Oh, fuck it better. So we're gonna want you to land over in here. That's centered. Okay, yeah, it launched no problem. Okay, so that did include the ship weight. I was gonna say, I don't know where we just got an extra 55,000 weight, but that's fine. So I'm gonna have to do a big drop off again, and we'll see how big of a loot pile we got, because it's a lot. We have diplomatic marriage. Not a chance. Not a chance. I gotta also right-click my way through this whole list of crap. I might just save and reload because that'll get rid of it. No, it doesn't. I gotta right-click. My forearm is Fiery Inferno. Why is there all the food here? I'm not quite sure why that did that. But, okay. So then you guys, look, it's like all these weapons. It thinks that they're allowed to use them. But we'll come and get this dropped off. And then I don't know what we're going to do for storage. We're obviously overflowed. We got to talk to all these traders and start selling off stuff. Like every single one of them. I'm probably going to want to turn traders way up again. Because obviously it's a supply and demand thing. You know, we make a call. We're like, yeah, we're going to need 1,000 traders. And then they're like, no problem. That's profit for them. So Celia, we don't need you here. Oh god, look at all the silver. Okay, so I got to drop off 2 people worth of stuff. And I'll probably have to do multiple locations. Yeah, I'm going to have to do here, and then I'll probably have to move because I can't see this all just going onto the ground nicely. So I'll be back in an hour of forearm burning. I might go get myself an auto clicker. It might be best to get an auto clicker this time. Because at least it's all... Oh my god, yeah. I'm going to go get an auto clicker. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. Alright, so the loot has been dropped, and I did a look around to see how much silver there was, because what I did was this, and we have 861,000 around, and we had 600, oh my god, can we get off the screen? We had 630,000 already here, and those numbers don't add up to the 278,000 we should have had. So somewhere along the line we lost 50,000 silver. Not sure where, but I guess it's kind of a whatever. I'm not going to spawn it in or anything, but it kind of sucks knowing that 50,000 silver just kind of poofed, and who knows what else ended up disappearing. But it may have been those 2 people, it was just too much loot for them, so it all freaked out. Either way, we got a little bit of cleanup to do. We should still walk away with a fairly close amount to our million. Obviously, we're going to spend 100,000 on the mercenaries when it comes. So that's a bit of a problem. Oh, I should have also used the auto clicker to get all of this shit off my screen. So what we're going to need to do is talk to all these traders. We need to purge as much of this as possible. We got to make room. We have so much crap everywhere. We got armor that needs selling. We got weapons we're going to purge. Hey, good. We're good on all that. So can we get chaos? And actually what we are also going to do, because it is within the rules to change how frequently ships are. We're getting 5 a day. Actually, I guess that's going to probably be close to the limit. So yeah, I guess we won't change it. But yeah, we're going to want to do all of these as much as possible. So there's a pirate. Oh, there was a glitter world trader. Oh, that's the other base probably. But do we have trade beacons everywhere that needs to be? No. Let's get a trade beacon over here. That way we can get these weapons sold. It does actually look like they processed through the majority of them, which is pretty good. So we probably won't even have to worry about that. We are going to want to make sure... Okay, so that one reaches till there. We are going to want to get all this armor set up, though, because there's a lot of marine armor, and we're going to be selling all the marine armor, because obviously we don't need marine armor anymore. We have a full stack here of excellence, so, you know, that'll be good if for some reason we need that. But we got a lot of stuff to move and process. It's going to take a little bit. So you have 19,000. Can we purge... Neutral-amine is something I'd like to keep as well. Stick it in the vault. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to keep to stick in the vault if we can. Because there's things that, you know, if we're doing the continuous universe thing, they would be useful later on. So we'll start with, well, we can get rid of bows. Because I do have them set to destroy, but we can just purge them. That way, you know, clear the mess. And then we also don't really need... all of these, because these are the ones that are not in our storage down here, because obviously anything that's in this room is not in the trade beacon area. Shouldn't be. I gotta actually check that, but we should be okay, so that way we don't accidentally sell any of these. I can't guarantee that actually, so what we'll do is accept that for a sec and make sure, where's the trade beacon in here? You stop at that wall. Perfect. Don't they normally go through a door? No. I swore that they used to go through doors. But no, apparently not. So that should be good. So we can just sell off essentially everything that's sellable. It is not going to be a problem. Okay, so that's 19,000 and change. And I got rid of a couple pieces of armor, but I got rid of all of these weapons, and I also went through and set up the garbage organs that we have, since we have quite a few of them, and also the crappy prosthetics and stuff, so we'll only have the good ones left, and that'll help clean out the mess that we have. Although I didn't do the animal stuff, and I should have done that too. But that's one load done, so we don't have to worry about some of that stuff. And that should make in here much cleaner. And we still have, oh, that's because it's not within range. So we got rid of the majority of this stuff. I did keep miniguns, Gauss rifles, you know, the stuff that we're going to use. But other than that, the majority of it's purged. An exotic good trader would be nice. I hope that they're here. So let's get that purged if we can. Nope, not here. That's going to be kind of a pain. We should also get our money sent from here to the other base. It's only 8,000. We'll see if we need it, because obviously we want to hit that 1 million mark. And then we should probably also move stuff from here to the other base too, because there shouldn't be much, but there's a few crap pieces around. We do need to, well, for one, get all this hauled. They're going to do it slowly. I don't think we should force it. Well, this stuff definitely has to get forced, because this is outdoors. So we'll haul in urgently on that pile, because that's all food. We might not even have room for it. You need armor, apparently, because it's all messed up. It's a cloth t-shirt. You can drop that and get a new one. I'm not sure what we're going to do about their armor. I guess once all their armor starts falling apart, we're going to need to replace it. It's going to be kind of a pain. But it's kind of whatever. There's not a whole lot we could do about it. And then obviously we could repaint them as well. Okay, so we won't need to worry about that. We do need more textile storage, because we have absolutely no room. These statues don't need to be here. Do we have anywhere that makes sense for these statues to go, or should we just get rid of them? Because we don't need this many large statues, and we have quite a few of them around. So those are 240s, and those are up there too. So yeah, we'll just deconstruct those, I guess. And we'll get new textile storage up in here. Obviously, I'll go right there. But yeah, we definitely don't have anywhere near enough room. Although I have seen Mega Sloth Wool, 1,000 stack. I don't know how it ended up being 1,000 stack when the max is 750, but that's what it is. Kind of weird, but it's fine, I guess. All in here is full. We're going to end up not having anywhere near enough room for all of this. Not too worried. Oh, in here is going to be pretty bad too, I think. We'll see if there's the room for food. We are going to also want to get some people out of here. So what we can do is load. You two. That should be fine. Is that where the rest of our silver is? On the prisoner? Because you have 4,000 kilograms and there's no way that you weigh 4,000 kilograms. That's where the rest of our loot is. Fucking right. Okay. That's fantastic. So we can get you guys sent out. I'm glad I did that. Where is... Hey, you. Ah! Look at all the other stuff. Beautiful. Oh my god, do I really have to click through this? I don't have my auto clicker set up. I gotta... I'm gonna have to go and redo this. Oh my god. What would we do with all this stuff? Yeah, I'm just gonna manually click through this. Oh, my poor forearm. I don't know if this is gonna be a problem or not, but it should be fine. But that's good. I thought that we lost a ton of stuff, but we didn't. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna let the game run while I do this. If anything comes up, I'll, obviously come back. But this way, stuff will continue happening while I'm doing this. All right, there we go. It's all done. Now, one thing I didn't consider is that they may have, it shouldn't, but they may have dropped weapons in here, which obviously isn't good. And the door is going to be open. So we need to haul urgently with this. Hey, Dayton, can you haul urgently? Thank you. Get that door shut. And there's no weapons in here. I don't really care if they pick up clothing or armor or anything. But we are going to want to do haul urgently for outdoor stuff. That way it's not rotting, because there is food and stuff here too. We also have apparently some forbidden stuff. Apparently not. Okay, that's fine. Ah, that's great. So we're going to want that. Just make sure in here this stuff is not outside. No. Just, you never know if you have a breach or anything. These storages are done. Okay, we need to definitely get these down. So we can get that. We could do one, oh god, there and there. Then we're going to want to copy that. Paste that. That should be good. I kind of want to get all the mercenaries here too to help haul this. It's not like it's a huge rush, and I doubt we have room for everything anyways. Or everything anyways, not anything. But we should be all right. Are we also, how close are we to the 10,000? So we're going to, once we get this advanced solar panel done, we're going to use our sub-persona. Oh, I didn't want that. I didn't want to load that up either. Oh god, I just wanted all the fucking menus to close. Yeah, we'll use a sub-persona core to get rid of the 10,000 researches, since that's within the rules. We do want you guys to leave, so you guys are ready, so you can launch and make your way back down to here. We should see what our cash is at. We should be at a little over 900,000 at this point. Yes, that was that ship. I had to make sure I wasn't using that one. So then we're going to want Clark out of here. Clark is using the portable shield, so we can get you ready for launch. Oh, yes, that's because Clark was in there. Let's get Clark back in there. And Clark's not on the list. Is it because I got this all screwy? I think it's because it's all screwy. Yeah, it was because it's all screwy. So Clark, and actually, you know what? What we're going to want to do is get rid of anything else that's here. Oh, we don't have capacity. Oh yeah, it's 420. So what do we need to get rid of that's not useful here? That's not needed here is a better way to put it. I actually don't think there's going to be a whole lot. Because all this stuff is fine here. We can get rid of the money. That way it's at the main base. I gotta find where this unfinished apparel is and destroy it because it's always here. But we can get rid of the weapons, clothing, and cash. Get all that at the other base. So that's good. And yeah, that's fine. Now, where's that stupid thinger? I guess we should be able... Oh, I didn't send it. Oh, for some reason, I thought we were launching that at the same time that was coming in, but no, my brain just went... So we want unfinished apparel right here. And can we get inventory off so I can cancel that? Thank you. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I guess, yeah, you guys are just going to be idle. We're not worried about it. We got a million things going on at this base, so we'll just not worry about it. And what's our cash load look like now that we got all of it dropped? Almost $920,000. Silver is the word I'm looking for. So after we're done sales, we'll be well over $1 million. Oh god, I say that. Well, yeah, with all the armor and all that, we should be well over $1 million. Because we have, what is that, 110,000? Oh, where's the mercenaries? 95,000 that we're gonna have to pay. Hell, we could get them to go away and we get 100,000 back from our guarantees. Not that we need that. I'd rather not. I'd rather them still be around. But although there is a bunch of them that are missing some body parts and stuff just from over the time, because obviously we don't have Seriphium. And even if we did, that's not going to fix their lack of bionics for when they got shot off. You're ready to come back? Okay, and I won't forget about you this time. I feel bad about the other 20 times I did. You can get sent. So then, I don't know what everyone's going to be doing. We might not have room for all this money. How many... I don't want that. How many skips do we have reserved for silver? That is 13. So that's 7. Oh god, no, it'd be 8 fit. Yeah, we're still not going to have enough room. We don't have enough storage capacity for all this silver. So I guess, well, we are going to be getting a vault going, like, very shortly now. Now that we got the money for it. So we'll stick the excess in here. It'll be fine. We'll just do that. That should be more than enough to fill in the parts we're missing. Oh, we also don't need that anymore. So then you guys can process. So we haven't had any issues yet. We are going to want to make sure foodstuffs is getting hauled, which might be tricky. Maybe we just do a haul urgently for everything. Let them process it. Because obviously it should move very quickly with pickup and haul. The biggest thing is the heavier stuff like plasteel, which isn't really a big deal because there's only like 7,000 of it. But clothing is the biggest bulk item. And with everyone now, obviously the game's lagging like hell now, but that's not a huge deal. Because I'll just end up cutting a whole bunch of stuff. But they're thinking hard. So is there anything else we can do to clear some space? Oh god, this is very laggy. So what I'm going to do, pause, and okay, we'll let them. But we'll set up some statues around for all these bedrooms. Oh, these all got done, so we could set that up too. That way our constructors will have something to do. And then that's negative beauty, so that one needs to get deconstructed. That one can get installed. You guys have statues, you have statues, you have statues. I'm not sure if all of them are good. That's one of those I'll have to go and look later. But that can go there. And then I'll go and, yeah, let this lag fest go through. And if anything interesting happens, we'll be back. We got no room for all the food. We're just going to throw everything in. We're going to be starting the vault very soon. And it's going to make a lot of changes. But yeah, we're overflowed for food. We got to purge so much of this crap. But when we get the vault going, we can get rid of all this smoke leaf and all that. It could just all sit there until the point where we're ready to process it. Obviously, that means a refrigerated section to the vault. Our vault is going to be ridiculous. And we will end up using this stuff. Don't worry, we're not just hoarding for the sake of hoarding. Everything will get used gradually because there's going to be a lot of situations where, like, for example, if we want to set up a drug production center, we're going to have a ton of stuff all set up and we can use that for processing while we, start working on getting drugs up and running. But we'll have a lot of material to work with. And same with cloth. We can turn all of this into clothing at a later point if we want to set up a production base. We're completely full in here. We're full everywhere. That city was ridiculous. And this is all excess overflow. The biggest thing is obviously food goes bad, so we kind of got to deal with it. Is this stuff built? No, they're working on it. And then, oh, Link's meat is done. So it looks like they ended up finding room. There's still meat and stuff out here. But it looks like they did end up finding room for most of it. Oh, that's not even full. Oh, you got lots of room. It's just people are having a hard time. Okay, yeah, we don't need that. The issue that we're having, and I guess we don't need corn anymore for a while. We could stop sowing, let that harvest happen. But we are not going to need more. We got a lot of veg going on now. But what's happening is obviously one person's going to drop it off here, which makes it so other people can't drop stacks off. So they're kind of getting caught. Yeah, they're all getting caught up on each other because only one person at a time can use these. But it looks like we ended up getting most stuff stored. I know there's a lot of shit sitting on the floor here, but compared to what was there, that's not bad. And we're still got a bunch of stuff here. These weapons should have room. The silver, that's going to take a while there. But it's looking like we should be able to get most of this stuff stored reasonably well. Except for this stuff. A farming trader, we can get some good, get off my screen. We should be able to purge a bunch of this food. I know that we're going to want to keep the majority of it. Not that we really need this much. But there is things like kibble we can probably get rid of. It's one of those things too. Kibble, I have kind of plans for animal related stuff in the future. Spoiler alert. Large bandit can't. Oh god. There it goes. We don't need this much kibble. How much? You have 15,000? What we can definitely get rid of is nutrient paste. Don't need that. Obviously, we're going to want to keep all this. Insect meat does get processed through. Same with human animal meat, all this food. Eggs are fine because they should get processed as well. And actually, you buy a lot of other stuff too. We'll use our healer mech serum. We're going to get that dealt with. Mooncake needs to be dealt with. We could sell off some more of these bionics. More of these body parts, rather. And then also a ton of this animal bionics, because it is all... not the bionic one. We want to keep those. Just all the simple stuff. We don't need those. A lot of gold there, too. So, what we can get rid of... We have a lot of shells. We could get rid of those if we wanted. Because obviously we have a lot of... Actually, you know what? If they're here, then that means our storage for them is full. So, that should be alright. We'll just get rid of some of the high-value kibble. Just purge a little bit. Make a little bit more room in our food storage. Because this is taking up slots that raw food would normally take. And I guess that's still within reasonable value. We'll not sell these. Because obviously we could make a ton more. Not really a big deal. So that's going to be 14,000 more. So what's our silver count at? Because that's not all of it there. But we're coming up to 1 million. We're going to have to pay out. We're going to be like at 1 million. And then it's going to be like, oh, negative 100,000. It's going to be frustrating. Yeah, we're 50,000 away still. It'll be close. Well, not close. We have more than enough. We have definitely enough to get the 100,000 we're going to have to pay for. But it's still kind of the point where... I bet we're going to be like right there, and then we're going to have to pay our bill. You guys need to be able to hold silver. So what I'm going to do is that's the end of today. I have no idea how long this has been because it's been like 20 different sections that I've thrown together. But next episode, what we're going to want to do is... So if we're going to... I think the best thing to do, if we're going to be doing the vault, we're... probably going to want a lot of focus on it because it's going to take a lot of work to get done because obviously it's going to have to be ridiculously defended. I'd like to dig out a mountain, as crazy as that sounds. So what we might do is pay our bill. Wait, how's the bill work? We're paying, wait. When we pay for, are we paying ahead of time for the season or are we paying based on the time that the season that they've already been with us? Because what I was thinking is it would be nice to shut this base down while we set up a vault with all the mercenaries here. And if they're here and it's shut down, then we don't have to pay the bill. But we can shut them down for a season, and a season should be enough for us to get the vault set up. So basically, it's like we lay them off for a season. I know, it's not really, but it's kind of like that. So that way we keep them, but... you know what? Maybe we just get rid of them. Because there is a lot that are all fucked up. And obviously they have the troll's blood and stuff, but... Is that big of a deal? Because I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Okay, spoiler alert. I'm trying to think about when this section of the series is ending and when we would be going and doing a branch off series. You know what? We're gonna keep the mercenaries. We're gonna pay the 100,000. We're gonna shut this base down with the mercenaries here. We're gonna go build our vault, store some of the stuff that we need, and then that's gonna take a while, obviously. And then that might be the point where either we'll come back and finish off this faction, and then we go and do a branch off series, or we'll do a branch off series, and then when we're done that branch off series, obviously we go back to Raider Empire, which is this. We come back and finish that off. Because the plan was initially build the vault, have stuff stored, and then we branch off. But I also expected to have to finish up all these. But that city that we just got our, 200 whatever thousand, that kind of made a huge difference. Because that would have been like 2 normal cities worth, maybe even 3. I basically expected that all of these would walk away with our million. Because that would have been another season or 2 at least. So I kind of got myself screwed up by getting revenge after our ship was stolen. It screwed my system and my plans. So I'm going to think about it. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I'm thinking that we'll shut this down no matter what, just for our vault for 1 full season. And then we'll have to remember to turn it on after the next payment period. Because there's no point paying them and then quote unquote laying them off and then paying them again for a season that they didn't exist for. So we'll figure that out. And we'll set, obviously we're going to need to get a few things dealt with here before we do that. But we'll do that. I think that's going to be the best way to go. So for now, that's going to be it. Next episode, we got a ridiculous amount of at-base work to do. And we're going to work on processing. We're going to work on sales. We're going to work on getting stuff prepared for a vault. We got to somehow get a vault. We got to figure out where we want it. Oh God, I got so much. Okay. Either way, I got to stop and think for an hour or 2. But that's going to be it for today. So thank you everybody for watching, and hope you all have a great day. See ya.